Hi Caspar, on the 19th of September 2020. It's always fun revisiting a wine that one has tasted way back in the depths of one's memory, and I remember distinctly tasting this wine at the primeur tastings in Bordeaux for the 2010 vintage in April 2011. So what have we got here? This is a dry white Bordeaux. This is a 2010 Malartic Lagravière Blanc. And you know, it electrified me at the time. I just thought it had stunning sort of energy and cut and definition and expression and density and yeah, it just was a fabulous experience tasting it when it's young. And goodness me, you can possibly see that colour. It's really deepened in colour. I mean, you'd almost look at it and say that's a Sauterne. It's also got a little fly floating in it, which I can drink if it won't come out of its own volition, but I'm sure it's having a very nice time. Anyway, there we are, Malartic Lagravière Blanc. Not quite blanc anymore, it's jaune, isn't it? It's a really pronounced gold colour. Goodness me, it looks mature. I mean, that's, you say that straight away. It's certainly got maturity on the nose. It's got, gosh, you know, sometimes mature wines are so difficult to describe. There's a sort of spiced apple compote there, perhaps a bit of sage leaf and really nutty expression. It's got a sort of almost almond paste character to it. It's also got something sort of saline, so those almonds are salted almonds. It's got, you know, it's broadened on the nose with bottle age. It's relaxed. It's filled out, but yet within those aromas, there's a real cut of purpose about it. Perhaps you know, there's a smell in there I always call Angelica, and I don't know why I call it Angelica. But it's a smell I often get off dry white Bordeaux. A sort of herbal, almost pastel-like character. It's as so often with mature dry white Bordeaux, it's very difficult to describe. That richness. Actually, the palate's a bit like the nose, and the first thing you notice is this sort of slightly broad richness of orchard fruit before that structure kicks in, and it's got density in it, gathers its focus about it, and sort of drives forward with this sustained, slightly saline mineral drive, which sort of pins it to the middle distance. So in fact, the far distance, it's like that sort of best sort of spiced apple crumble. It's a character I'm getting predominantly from it. A little bit of, do you know, it's spiced apple crumble that someone's poured a bit of cream on top of. It's an absolute fascination. I'm struggling to find the words to describe this wine at all effectively. It's got great length and super acidity, which is largely concealed within, but it cleans the whole palate up, and You know, you want to go back and have another sip, just really to find out more about it. It's got a hint of, perhaps a hint of toast about it. Hint of toastiness, you know, is that the word, possibly? Um, when I first opened it, I tasted it and I thought, wow, this is broadened out and really softened. But actually, with air, and this has only been open 10 minutes or so, it's pulling itself upright into this, echoing that cut I noticed when I first tasted it back in 2011. It yeah, just goes and goes and goes and becomes increasingly mineral, saline throughout this dense, busy, structured finish. It's a really senior wine. I don't think there's any particular hurry to drink it. If you've got some, I'd say it's fully mature. But no hurry. It's laden with fruit. It's got superb density to it. It's all sorts of things, nut and something slightly exotic going on, and a herbal thing, and that orchard apple, cooked apple fruit and spice, and there's too much to list. And then the finish is dead upright and becomes a sort of cut of slightly saline rockiness. It's a fascination. I'm going to stop trying to describe it because I'm probably becoming intensely boring, but there we are. That has been not only a great pleasure, it's also been 2010 Château Malartic Lagravière Blanc. Super. I mean, you know, these wines are expensive now. Yeah, I think that's probably a lot of money if you can find it, but it's a delicious thing. And drink more dry white Bordeaux, please. It's such a difficult wine to sell, but you know, really has as much validity as many a white Burgundy. A delicious thing, lovely. 2010 Malartic Le Cavier, super, love it.